I have not uploaded in 2 months, if you haven't noticed, for the few people that watch my channel. And I just want to make a video updating you guys as to whether or not I'll be covering Edge of Fate and actually playing it and making videos. And the answer is no. I've been following pretty closely along with the dev live streams and the TWABs and things of that nature, and just keeping up with what's coming in the Edge of Fate. And based on what I've seen, what the content creators posted, I think PvP is going to be detrimentally impacted by a lot of the updates they're making here. And there's actually basically no new content on the table. And even in today's TWAB, they literally state in the TWAB they're not doing any weapon tuning for PvP. And I understand why. They're standardizing the health pool to 230 health, whereas in the past you had Rezil, which was influencing all these different TTKs, and they're also adding in the weapon stat, which can get you up to a 6% weapon damage bonus. So those two things alone completely change PvP, and I think they change it for the worse. Very happy about the standardized health, but it's literally completely ruined by that weapon damage bonus, because that immediately can bypass it and allow certain weapons to kill way faster than they should. And I think everyone is going to use that when the game comes out, or when the expansion comes out, and we're basically just gonna have to suffer through that for several months until they fix it. And I just don't want to do that anymore. This is the start of a new saga, and they're kicking it off with the exact same PvP experience that you've come to expect in the last 5 or 6 expansions, where they release a bunch of broken stuff and then just let it ruin the game for a long time, and then eventually fix it, only to then release broken stuff pretty much right after that and then ruin it again. They're kicking off right away with that and leaving several other things behind. They don't even have the time of day to make sure Iron Banner shows up in this expansion. It's being delayed basically until the Ash and Iron update. And that's not because, the Ash and Iron update has iron in the name and they want to save Iron Banner for that, so it's a big moment. It's because they don't have enough devs anymore and enough manpower to get these things into the new systems. So Iron Banner left in the dust. Gambit not even showing up in the portal. Exotic armor not being updated to the new system. These are just clear signs that this game is done. When they're trying to lay the foundation for the future of this game, and they missed several parts of the foundation. They just laid a few bricks and then picked up some of the old ones and just threw them to the curb. That's not good. And as far as adding in new content, new pillars, you have Kepler, the new planet where you can expect the same old awful planetary experience. They're trying to innovate in a few ways. I do not expect them to succeed. They've done a terrible job literally throughout the entirety of Destiny's lifespan, making the destination something worth replaying. They're trying to do it more here. I think it'll fail. And then the portal itself is just go and play all of our old seasonal slop with your new seasonal power bonuses and all your seasonal artifact slop, and just get slopped up on seasonal slop. That's what this game is now. I'm not doing it anymore. And I can assure you, I'll give you my word on this. If I start playing Crucible and Trials comes out a few weeks in, and then I see that the seasonal power is enabled in Trials, if I have to farm 300 seasonal power levels that get reset every 6 months just to be able to do the same damage as someone else is doing to me, I am quitting the game on the spot. I am not doing that. Trials is one of the main draws for me in terms of playing this game. It gets new loot, it gets reworks all the time. It's the only interesting thing for PvP for the most part. The rest of it is always just influenced by whether sandbox updates they're cooking up, which they're doing none for PvP this time around. If Trials gets ruined in that way, I am absolutely quitting the game. So we'll see. I just have some concerns. There's so many good things happening in the expansion too. The armor set bonuses are such a good idea. I really like them, but they're not going to just single-handedly make me want to play the game. There's got to be more positives, and it feels like there's just way more negatives than there are positives that are just totally outweighing things like the armor sets. The tier 5 weapons just look like slop. You enhance Hammerforge rifling and you get 1 more range. What is even the point, man, other than just wasting my time? I have to go into the freaking Empire hunt on Europa and max out the difficulty, i.e. add a bunch of glowing symbols above enemies' heads where they do something weird instead of actually creating new enemies for your game. We just have to add modifiers to them. Play that activity on repeat, slowly pulling the slot machine for some gun that does has 2 more range and an enhanced mod. No. No. I'm done with this. I'm genuinely done with it. So I probably won't be uploading again. We'll see. Maybe I'll just freaking pick up the DLC and just start loving it. Highly doubt it though. I'll just be playing my cards safe for the meantime, so you might not be seeing me upload very often, if at all, for the foreseeable future, but maybe some updates will come along that'll interest me. No word on the Tex Mechanica armor set. I haven't seen it since they announced it like over a year ago, so I don't know if that's actually coming in the Edge of Fate or if it's coming later on. Feels like it could be more of a Renegades thing, so we might not be seeing that for 6 months. So you might not be seeing me for 6 months. But if Last Word gets an update, I'll assure you, I will make a video on Last Word. I love Last Word. Dead Man's Tale as well. That could get me back, but no word on them. No word on anything as far as that's concerned, because there's no update. There's no tuning. There's no sandbox update for PvP. There's stuff that's been reworked for PvE that will have small effects here and there in PvP, but for the most part, you're really just going to be playing around with the new armor sets and the new armor stats. And the new armor stats, in my opinion, are just going to hurt PvP more than they're helping it at the moment until they can figure them out. And I'm not being the guinea pig for that. So that's my take. I just think the content for a PvP player here, it's not worth it. It's clear it's not worth your money. You don't need to buy this expansion. If you bought this expansion versus not buying it, nothing changes for you PvP wise. Like, there's some loot you're gonna miss out on, but I'd say just stay away from the game for a little while and reevaluate after updates are made to the game as to whether or not it's worth playing. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm out. That's the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll definitely read through if anyone sees this. I haven't uploaded in a while, so the algorithm might just shove me under the rug. We'll see. That's it for this video, though. Just a little quick face-to-face discussion. I'm out.